Strictly's Giovanni dissolves into emotional mess around Rose Ayling Ellis, says expert. Body language expert and author Judi James examined Giovanni Pernice and Rose Ayling Ellis' body language during the Strictly Come Dancing finale and shared her insights with the Mirror. Strictly Come Dancing professional Giovanni Pernice and EastEnders star Rose Ayling Ellis were crowned winners of the 2021 series on Saturday night. The duo, who beat John Waite and his partner Johannes Radebe, have been candid about their fondness for one another whilst dancing together on the hit TV series. And during this year's season of Strictly, fans have been able to see a different side to Italian heartthrob Giovanni as he shrugged his Lothario persona to unveil a kind, caring and considerate man while partnered up with deaf Rose. Giovanni, who has dated a string of famous faces, including Jess Wright, Maura Higgins and Ashley Roberts, did everything he could to support Rose and even learnt sign language to help with their communication. The pair were over the moon to scoop up the Glitterball trophy this year, and as they were told the gong was theirs, body language expert Judi James analyzed Giovanni and Rose's body language in order to share on the effect Rose has on Giovanni. Judi explained how gestures made by Giovanni revealed how he has been able to shed off his macho man character due to his bond with Rose and that she has the power to bring him to tears. Sharing her expert opinion with the Mirror, Judi said, "Their dances were pitch perfect, but it was Rose and Giovanni's chemistry and their powerful emotional bonding that produced one of the best wins of any series in this Three Tissue Boxes finale." Sharing on Giovanni's emotions, she added, "The couple were a joy to watch, especially the way Giovanni dissolved into such an emotional mess that he was barely able to speak or even, at one point, look at Rose without collapsing in tears." He admitted he was more nervous than Rose, and the sense of tension known as winner's adrenaline, that physical burst of stress and anxiety when a win is within your grasp and your hands can actually begin to shake, did seem to be affecting him. Suggesting that the duo are genuine, Judi continued, "There are always tidal waves of tears on Strictly, but in among the fake dry crying that a lot of the stars and the judges were producing, Giovanni and Rose's tears that they tried to avoid shedding were clearly authentic enough to have both the judges and the fans sobbing in an act of empathetic mirroring." Hinting at their connection, she went on, "The win became almost less important than the realization that these two were dancing together on the show for the last time. They literally clung together like limpets at the end with their arms encircling one another, and while Rose left smears of makeup on Gio's shirt, he must have left the shoulder of her dress sodden as he was literally sobbing into it as they celebrated their win." Pointing out how Giovanni was struggling to control his body as well as his emotions, Judi pointed out, "At one point Gio was stamping his right foot like a horse in a bid to hold it together as Rose spoke about how much he meant to her." Touching on other finalists John and Johannes, Judi shared, "These genuine signals of loving friendship were so important for the couple, as the drama and passion out there on the dance floor was nearly all supplied by John and Johannes." While Giovanni and Rose performed happy, joyful dances, John and Johannes threw a new level of sensuality into their routines and, with no AJ and Kai to outdo them all in terms of the Strictly sizzle factor, it was these two men creating the moments of intensity with their face-to-face pauses and their sultry gazes at the end of their routines. Joanne's signals of determination to drive them to a win were phenomenal, and if willpower could have won the Glitterball alone, his hands would have been on it right now. He made his appearance on the show winking at the screen and driving his hips so hard from side to side they looked as though they might detach from his body at one point. While Rose and Gio were giggly with excitement, Johannes and John looked like a couple set to step up and shake up, and even though they didn't win, it was clear they gave it their all. This year's Strictly final was a two-person race after AJ Odudu was forced to pull out of the competition due to an injury. Rose and Giovanni performed 3 captivating dances in the final, including their couple's choice, which saw them dance to Symphony by Clean Bandit feat. Zara Larsson. The dance, which was originally performed on week 8, featured a silent moment in honor of Rose and the deaf community. They also re-danced their quick step from musicals Week to Love as an open door from the hit movie Frozen.